Yo, what's up, everybody? Let me turn my light on here. Boom, shine light, just like my man Jesus. He's a good guy. Yo, we're checking in. We're checking in. We got Nick Clark checking in. Boom. Alex Bradley.
Yes. Back at it again. Star Wars Day 2021.
Let's go. And we got our boy, a Bandana Jeff.
Yo.
It's cool, calm, and collective. Let's go. All right, let's get this warm up in. So I wish, like, when you put it on battlefield mode or whatever, like the dragon was still in it somehow, so you could talk shit in the battlefield.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best thing about this map. I hated it at first. I was like, you son of a bitch, stop talking shit. He's like, nah, bro.
Maybe
I
that's
love it.
Maybe that's considered a hazard until.
Hey, everything's a hazard. In
Mental
this game.
damage.
It is. It really is. Like he was like, I'm gonna emotionally damage you boys.
Ha! That stops it.
Speaking of emotional damage, welcome to the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, everybody.
Yo,
How
yo.
you doing? This is where we start our main topic. Thanks for hanging out with the pre-show. We got some gaming going on here, but today we decided to talk about Phase 4 of the MCU. There's a couple of new announcements yesterday. Not new announcement, but we got a little bit of trailer action going on, so we just decided, like, hey, let's talk about it.
A little supercut action.
Little supercut. It may be Star Wars Day, but it is what it is, people. You get what you get at the Hyperbolic Time Chamber.
We control the content.
We control the content.
Pressure.
We don't control this dragon.
So yeah,
Phase 4,
the
baby.
Eternals is coming.
The Eternals is coming. That was a nice couple of new seconds. It's funny to see,
right.
out of like a 5-second clip, like all these people make like 10-minute breakdowns of these trailers.
Yeah, they do. And they'll be like, "Oh, this is a teaser trailer for the Eternals." Not really. They showed you a
that's
couple
how I felt.
images.
Yeah, and I when I first saw it, like it was presented to me as like this was like the teaser trailer. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, why is this 3 minutes then or whatever? And it starts off with like Marvel going, "We make movies. We love movies." And I'm like, okay, like
Yeah, right.
Is,
We're not giving up on theatrical releases. Hope you haven't too. Remember that time? Like that Endgame, like.
Yeah, they
opening
reminded
night
us. You remember, like, you remember when we made the ultimate movie experience, and you gave us a shitload of money.
Yeah,
We want
Let's
to
get back to that somehow.
Let's get back to that.
Let's get back to that. Can we?
Quick.
It's like, that Black Widow movie you've been waiting for?
We still got it. We got it locked and loaded.
Yeah, we definitely still got it, and
I
we've
keep
been
some
sitting on
DVDs
it.
in my closet. Trust me. I got it all ready to go. Don't even worry about it.
Ooh, good shield. No.
Have to like. This is Shield 101 when you
This
play
is the
three-player
story
Smash.
of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
And she looks so sad in photograph. Oh man,
When she said,
it.
super 90s, like super 90s. Doesn't get much more
Somebody
90s than
posted
that.
freaking Inside Out the other day. I'm like, okay, I almost do it.
"Oh yeah." Well, I mean, the '90s. That's where Miss Marvel's in.
Miss Marvel, they got some leaked photos of the new costume. That's a big one.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if Miss Marvel's
some-
in the
some
'90s.
leaked-
I meant Captain Marvel. My
Oh yeah,
apologies.
Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Miss Marvel's like in our timeline.
That's gonna blow up. The whole Marvels movie, that's
Yeah.
gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah,
And it's not just gonna-
Captain Marvel
Oh.
did it by herself.
Yeah, but
So-
like I'd be salty if I was Photon. I was like, why am I not in the title
Oh,
now?
she's not salty about anything. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about the actress,
Like,
she's happy to be
not the
here.
actress. The character.
She's super excited about it, the actress. But yeah, the character. She's also excited. I mean,
there's
man.
always more that can be done with these
Always.
characters. It can always get deeper, but we
Yeah.
gotta. It's great that we're just doing it. That it's been this successful.
Well, the Disney Plus like Phase 4 is just like crazy. Like all the things that I posted are like Phase 4. They're not Phase 5. Everything is Phase 4.
10 Rings.
Oh, and I'm
That's gonna
talking
be
about
big.
look at all the Disney Plus shows though on that list that I posted.
Yeah,
All
they're trying to
those.
end Phase 4 with some Fantastic Four.
There's so much content.
Yeah, fantastic.
And then Kevin Feige said that he basically plans everything out like 5 to 6 years after what they
Yeah.
announce. But does that mean like from right now, or does that mean from like the date of Fantastic Four? Because if it is, that means they got like 28, 29 planned out already.
Oh yeah, they gotta lay that groundwork early. It might change, but have an idea.
Yeah, and like, you know, for example, Blade's not in any of this. So it's like, is that season 5 situation? Phase 5?
Right.
Like, that means
Yeah,
like
probably
our boy
5,
has to
right?
wait so long to become him. Like, what? Why are you gonna announce him like a decade early? This is like a whole Black
Hype
Adam.
train.
This is a Black Adam Rock situation again.
Right.
Well, a lot of stars have to align for a movie to get made.
Oh yeah, and they
I'll say that.
definitely budgets and you know their actual
Locations.
schedules and stuff like that. And you know a lot of these actors are
Actor
booked
schedules.
like in you know like a year ahead and stuff like that. Even more than a year
Correct.
ahead, like 2 movies.
Oh, they're totally opening up the multiverse. They got Ant-Man, they got Doctor Strange and Wanda, they got, what? Is No Way Home going to be a multiverse situation?
Yep,
That is the rumor.
Yeah,
Andrew
that's
Garfield's
actually,
trying to say it's not, but
well, they have to.
come on.
And in our next match, we're going to get more specific into the movies. At this one, we're just talking as a general, and yeah, I totally think that the WandaVision kind of started it a little bit, but it's going to be Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange was going to be in WandaVision. Let's remember that.
Yeah, it was definitely got to be bigger situation.
COVID
With both of
kinda
the
cut
shows
that.
they released so far definitely would have been bigger in their original vision.
100%. And on top of that, Doctor Strange and Peter Parker is going to be multiverse action.
Yep. And so is Ant-Man, right?
I
Ant-Man, I honestly have no idea what anything about that next story. Because here's the other thing too, like Ant-Man and the
Less
Wasp
so.
was the last time we've even heard of Hydra, like actual Hydra, like them as an organization. I know we hear Madam Hydra, but I'm saying the actual organization. That was the last time
I
we
hear
seen
ya.
them when they were trying to steal those pin particles.
Right.
Get that bomb out of my face.
That's the thing about it. The multiverse makes the most sense for the audience when the audience knows a bunch of visual references for the character, like a bunch of different versions of the character. That's when it works the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know Michelle Pfeiffer and all
Ant-Man,
them
there's not a
are
lot of
already
versions of Ant-Man that
back.
we're really familiar with. You already have Hank Pym, who's already in it.
And his
Yeah.
predecessor.
Exactly, and Scott. So it's already there. So I don't know exactly how they're going to tie into it. So maybe after the effects of the multiverse from Doctor Strange, it'll become more clear exactly what is probably going to happen in Ant-Man.
I don't even think they've started filming yet, and that's probably a reason because
No,
like
not
it's
at
easier
all.
to keep all that stuff hush hush when it's not even in full production yet.
Yeah, no one's on set.
And they have like even if like COVID wasn't an issue, they have like their like production like a well-oiled machine like in this department. It's like
Oh, is it
Pixar.
in
It's
Atlanta?
like, you know, Pixar's coming out. Well, no, I'm just saying like not just like in Atlanta because they film everywhere. I'm just saying like how they make movies. Like they have everything like down to like a T because they got to make maximum money and blah blah blah. And they make so many movies. They got to they do it in a way to keep budgets down and
Longer
everything is
contracts,
just
baby.
going. Yeah. But I mean, like Disney is pumping out movies, and they're not like there's no lulls. Like everything is like scheduled to the T, maximized for like quickest release production, et cetera, et cetera. What if they made like Twisted Metal Sweet Tooth movie? That's what I want.
That's what I was thinking when I
Yeah,
first
that's what
saw
I
that. I was
want,
like, oh,
I
that's
knew
not
that's what it wasn't
I
going to be.
expected.
That was the first thought, though. That's what everyone's first thought. Like,
Yeah, I'm like,
My-
I don't know what this.
When that
Rob
comic
Zombie
first,
directed
Ooh, nice.
he did
when that
music
comic
for
first came out, my buddy was telling me about it. He's like, you gotta read this, you gotta read this. I'm like, okay, what? Like, is it about Twisted Metal? He's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's hard to know what to make of it. It's like I can see if somebody already knows what it is, but like just seeing, oh, it's like kind of dystopian. Kid has antlers. What's going on? Like, it doesn't just grab you immediately from the imagery. Maybe that's just
No.
me.
Well, you kind
But
of
I don't know what to make of it.
Well, it's the thing about like I haven't read it, but like I am excited for it. I love like more comic book content. Period. DC
Yeah,
man,
for
get
sure.
me
I
that
can
money.
respect
Let's
that.
go.
Oh, I thought I'd get you. Damn. Yeah, DC doing something.
Yeah,
Because the
and
future
it's
is
a
open
Netflix
wide on
thing
that.
too, so it'll be on Netflix.
I saw Tenet move to HBO Max. They got
Yes,
Christopher
sir.
Nolan to bend on that.
I
Well,
gotta
I
get
don't
that
think they
DVD
had a
back.
choice on that. I think that was in the deal regardless.
He's like, look.
It deserves
Like
it.
after, yeah, they probably told Christopher Nolan, like, look, man, you're gonna have your theatrical release if we can get it to you at some point. You're gonna get your DVD, you're gonna get the timeline for that. But after that, this is ours.
Well, because it was more about like too, because like it's an HBO thing, because like it's not like, because it has like it's like the HBO movie
Got me.
as well.
At Warner Brothers, at AT&T.
That's it, get that money.
Was watching that John Oliver last night. He
Oh,
definitely
yeah, dude.
figured out a way to work in other titles that are streaming on HBO Max. And it's starting to become like, is this a joke or you really just trying to plug this app right now? When you're done watching my show, maybe you should watch this. Maybe you should watch this.
Man, as long as he's doing it because he wants to, like,
I mean,
I doubt
it's like
it.
the highest rated show on HBO. Oh, I'm out. My boy just teleported off the stage.
But first up, definitely excited about Shang-Chi. We got a solid trailer from that. That's definitely
Yeah.
going to be a big hit. You know that's going to be a big hit everywhere.
yeah, that's gonna be huge.
Well, Black
That's
Widow's
just
gonna
gonna
be the
be-
first big hit.
Acrobatically and choreographically, however you say, the choreograph is gonna be amazing. Choreography is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, costumes, set pieces, everything just looks exactly like what you want. We got a trailer from that. We know what to expect. We know it's got some storyline here. Like that looks pretty locked down. Even more, almost even more so than, I wouldn't say more so than Black Widow. We've kind of known exactly what to expect from Black Widow from some time.
So much reach.
So we'll see.
Well, Black Widow's gonna also start helping set up the Thunderbolts or Dark Avengers with the Taskmaster, and Lady
Thunderbolts
Hydra's
are
supposed to
gonna
be
be
in that movie as well.
Yeah, making a little bad guy team. It's pretty much one of the few things that DC's got going with their new Suicide Squad. So, gotta have an answer.
Gotta have a reply.
It's like gotta have Pepsi and Coke, man.
I wish we had Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man!
When is Hype gonna come through for Teen Titans? That's what I want to know.
Maybe by the end of season 3, they like to work in whatever villain is going to be coming
It's
later.
gonna be. Have
early.
you seen it yet?
Doing a good job. No.
It's gonna be Blackfire. It's gonna be more space, I think, next
Oh
season.
yes,
Yeah,
Blackfire. Yeah. Really excited for that. Yeah, really excited for that. You know, Trigun's gonna return at some point.
Oh god, I thought I died, and so I was just like waiting for my platform. And I'm just
yeah.
like drifting off into space there.
Been there.
Back on up, Terry.
Oh, Terry and
it.
Mother 3.
That's it. Back on up, Terry.
Yo, yeah, Terry Crews talking about Mother.
You know, his son was like,
didn't
"Yo,
expect
Dad,
that.
tweet this." He's like, "All right."
Yeah, right. Watch them just drop all the Mother games onto the virtual systems.
Well, they already have in Japan.
Yeah, so
You gotta go to Japan if you really want that. If you're really an Earthbound person.
You don't even have to go to Japan. You just put your region on Japan on your thing, and you get the Japanese
Yeah.
store.
Yep. Speaking of only getting stuff in Asia, it looks like Dynasty Warriors. We don't know if that's coming to America at all.
that movie.
Nah, Funimation will dub it. They dub
What was that?
everything, dude. Funimation will dub it. They dub everything.
Oh, yeah, right. I guess
Yeah.
it didn't do so well in China, though.
Oh, it's already out? I thought it was just like a straight up trailer.
It came out like April 27th, 28th.
Yeah. So did a Chinese production company make it?
I believe so.
Okay, it's interesting because like I thought like that would have been like a Japan thing, honestly, because it's a Japanese game. Like I know it's all about Chinese history, but I mean it's. I
Maybe
don't
it
know.
was the Japanese production company that
Oh,
was
man,
in
what a
China.
move.
I don't know, actually.
Fantastic Four, are they actually going to try and get John Krasinski and Emily Blunt? I don't think they'll be able to pull that off.
They've already talked about Emily Blunt's backed out.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be able to pull that off. It's just too much.
Yeah. All right, so Black Widow.
Right,
Finally got that coming out. And, you know.
Long time coming.
Long time coming.
Awesome.
Like, I've already wanted that content in my brain. I don't have it. But in the sense of Phase 4, you know, it happens between Civil War and Endgame or whatever, right?
I thought it was even before that. I thought it was before she even joined the Avengers at all. That was my impression.
Well, yeah, there's moments, but I'm like, there's also, she goes back. Like, she's like
super backstory mode.
Yeah, it's before, like, it happens before Infinity War and then, like, after Civil War, I believe.
Oh, there's gonna be she has to go back and solve it. That's a big time jump. I thought it would just make more sense if they just went straight prequel. Everything that happens is happening before Iron Man 2. So if they start jumping back and forth with a dead character.
I mean, listen, they've already said nobody's actually dead in the MCU.
Oh yeah, there's ways.
There's ways, but yeah, like it's gonna be like her past, like. I think it's like her past catching up with her at that point, you know, at the Civil War point, or, you know, after Civil War time. But
it's probably going to touch a little bit on, like, her time in school, too, right? I mean,
that's like her, that's what
her origin. So after Civil War, it's tough because she's on the run with Steve and Sam. So it's like, how does she break away from that?
We're going to have to wait and see on July or June or whenever it comes out. But it's going to introduce a Taskmaster.
Which is great. I always loved that character.
Yep. And
that Swiss Army knife character could do whatever needs to be done.
He's going to steal the shield. I wish. That'd be nuts.
And then, as we know, Madam Hydra's supposed to be introduced in that. And, you know, more context. We'll have a lot more context. We love
and that's the thing they're really building with the MCU is this large, great context from all these different movies.
Exactly.
That's just hitting so hard. I rewatched Captain America: The First Avenger the other day, and there's just so much context that I have now, and it just makes the older works better.
Let me ask you a
hopefully
question.
Black Widow does the same.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you watch it just to go back and watch the scene of the girl taking a picture of Captain America holding the door so you could verify it in Winter and the Falcon Soldier at the end?
Yeah. No, I went back there just for the man with the plan.
I like
when
that.
Bucky in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he's all like, and Steve knew me longer, and Steve had a plan. He had the whole song. He was a Star-Spangled Man with the plan. I was like, that's clever. all those little references to that first, the 40 stuff, just to better understand Bucky. Oh, that was really late.
So the same song that that Captain America used to like run around and like when he's being like a billboard for like America.
They still use that.
They use that for U.S. citizen or I keep calling him U.S. citizen, but U.S. agent.
Oh.
But yeah, so I mean, so after Black Widow though comes Shang-Chi, and we're gonna have some ringage action going on here. Definitely.
Yeah, we're seeing the bracelets.
Yeah.
They're not going straight finger rings.
Oh, dang.
Well, I think also too, like, you know, they've changed some stuff for the good. You know, like the whole father situation and, you know, the racial stereotype, getting rid of that, which is obviously good because we don't want to deal with any of that.
Gotta modernize it.
Yep. Yeah, we want to make sure everybody can enjoy the movie and not be like, what? Like, what did they just do? What did they just say? Like, this is a thing?
Seriously.
Right.
And it's not even about being woke. It's about just being like...
Just do better. Different.
Yeah, and that's the thing about when people say woke, like, it kind of drives me nuts because I'm like, you mean they actually realize that this is not the right thing to say? Like, was that what you mean by woke?
They're not, like, banking off of entire populations of people's ignorance towards a culture so that they can just simplify it and just, you know, force feed it to you without nuance.
Yeah, they act like it's pandering, but it's not.
Yeah, there's some deep culture there. And it's interesting to to have that be a part of the conversation from a comic book from like the 70s.
Yeah.
There's always a history.
I'm really excited for Shang-Chi for two reasons.
Definitely.
One, I don't really know a lot about him, and I'm very excited about that because it's new context. It's kind of like, you know, how like we were kind of saying last week where like not a lot of people know who Moon Knight is, but Moon Knight's going to be huge. He's going to be like the next Vision and all that, you know, like people were like, who's Vision a couple years ago, you know, and now it's like, it's Vision. You can't kill Vision. Bring him back, you know, stuff like that. And so I'm really excited about that, but I think I'm more excited because we finally get, I'm a big, like, I grew up a lot with Jackie Chan, and so, like, I can't wait to see more, like, action kung fu movies.
Right?
Yeah, a lot of hand-to-hand choreography is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm about to watch.
Let's be real, they need to give Jackie
Wilson.
Chan and, like, there's, like, a couple other people that still direct that went to his, like, acting opera school thing, and, you know, put them in charge of a couple movies.
Oh, what happened? Air dodge. That's what happened.
Ooh. Well, yeah, I don't know anything about Shang-Chi, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the first thing about it. I have some vague notions of the Mandarin and the Ten Rings from Iron Man. But that is about it.
I wonder if they're going to address that in the movie.
I remember the Mandarin.
Like, they bring Ben Keasley in just to, like, you know, beat him up in jail or something.
I think it'd be wrong not to mention it. Marvel is all about prior movie references because that's pretty much what comic books are, really.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, we got to reference other things that happened before while still making it something you can enjoy singularly. That's why with all the comic books, they always put, like, the origin of the character right in the beginning, just in case you're in the middle here.
We talked about it before. I think he's had some connection to Iron Fist, but they're not going to bring back the same Iron Fist.
No. I mean, the only reason, like, Charlie Cox is coming back, and, you know, we'll talk about that when we get into the She-Hulk and Spider-Man, of course, is because people, like, he was one of those people that were, like, when he was casted, they were like, yo, that's their Tony Stark for, you know, that's their RDJ for that character. You know, it's just kind of like Jessica Jones.
Kristen Ritter was fantastic in that.
And also, yeah, so and she might be coming back. And same thing with Luke Cage. They were just like amazing characters. Like the actors were perfect. Like I couldn't imagine anybody else as those characters, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
Danny it's tough for Danny because like he did an all right job, but it's like I feel like
he was a tough character to adapt at all.
Yeah.
I think Danny needs to be changed for sure, but like I don't have that much hate for the series. It wasn't the strongest, but like that's why in season 2 it became more about the group.
Yeah, season 1 is less than the strongest. It's one of the worst series of TV I've ever actually watched all the way through.
It was hard to watch.
It was tough. I think the right call was to make less episodes in season 2, but then I think they needed like 2 more episodes for season 2. Like they cut too many of them. They should have just like rearranged them around.
Yeah, it felt kind of rushed at the end where he has like a big like leg injury and kind of spoilers, but kind of gets over that pretty quick.
Wow, it's been out for like 5 years, I think, right? If you haven't watched it by now, the spoilers.
Exactly. If you haven't watched Iron Fist, I don't think this little podcast is gonna get you.
Unless you're brand new to the MCU.
Which is a tough place to be brand new to the you have to get Disney Plus.
I don't know, man. It's like it's real exciting to be into that. Like it's like when you're like just thinking like 10 years, like if you're a dad and you're like, man, I can't wait to show my kids the MCU, and this like, you know, you get to relive like 50 years of your life basically with them.
Actually, yeah.
You can just find out what character they like.
I thought I was gonna make that platform. I'm not gonna lie.
There you go.
But like I'm hoping that Shang-Chi is kind of like it's, you know, it's in the Marvel universe, but it's not like it's more about it being its own thing than setting up anything else.
Exactly.
And I'd rather
have it want a Black Panther experience for Shang-Chi.
Yeah, and it's like if at the end it's connected, I want it just like they did it in the end of Black Panther. Like, all right, White Wolf, like you're good. Here you go. End of the movie. Like I'd be down for that. Like they bring in like Luke Cage. Dude, like, what's up, Luke Cage? And that's the end of the.
Right?
He just walks through the door. Luke Cage, like, what's up? That's it. That's the end.
Like how they did it, Jessica Jones season 3. Luke Cage just kind of shows up. Hey, we're still friends, right?
Yeah, we're still friends, right?
Not worth it.
So me and Rosario Dawson broke up. But I'm really focused on my work right now.
She was the real star of the Netflix MCU stuff. She was in every series.
She really was. She really was the bridge for all those shows. Ooh, cleaned up.
And now she's the bridge in Star Wars.
So probably the biggest mystery out of all of Phase 4 is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Now that we talk about it, with no
Especially
Chadwick
now that
Boseman,
there's a
where is
title.
that story gonna go?
Yeah. How is it going to develop?
Right. Well,
Is somebody taking up the mantle? Because we have this whole idea in comics that someone always has to carry the mantle.
Yeah.
That's just kind of the thing. It's like that's evident in Shang-Chi with the whole pass it down to your father. That's evidence in Black Panther, obviously, getting it down from your father. Same way, Black Widow. They're all, Black Widows essentially, or widows. There's always some sort of mantle that someone can like take on.
Well, I think the rumor is that his sister might do it.
That seems the obvious choice because she put her hand up in the challenge in the first movie.
Right.
She develops the technology anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she develops the technology. That's huge.
So,
I'm more of just like, obviously it could be the exact same story they were going to originally have. They just, I'm more of just like trying to figure out how are they going to address Chadwick? Like, how is that going to be addressed? Like,
exactly.
I think that's going to be, I honestly, it's going to be like a Star Wars CGI thing where they're going to like have a human play him probably. At the first couple minutes, it'll be like the best, and I'm not gonna lie, it'll probably be the latest and greatest and best CGI. That it's kind of like when they did, they brought the one Star Wars general back to life in Rogue One, and that was like the big thing for a couple of years. And so like, I think they'll have a Chadwick Boswick will also be like that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have that crazy CGI moment. He'll have like the best CGI ever. But that's the other thing. Like is he gonna be silent? Like, are they gonna? Obviously he has to be silent because like he doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's a real tough one, and it kind of makes the Wakandan story just extremely tragic at this point.
Yeah.
Because you have a violent death of like the father. And then if Chadwick goes after losing so much of your populace to the Battle of Wakanda, and then 5 years to have people not be around, like there's a good break where like everyone comes back. Sure, there's some happiness there, but it's just like that's a tough one.
But also like from the Winter and the Falcon Soldier, it also sounds like they're like keeping an eye on the world to some degree, more than they used to. Like they used to be like like. Let them deal with their problems out there as long as it doesn't fuck with Wakanda. But they're kind of like going out now, and like
leading.
and I know like in our example for the Winter Soldier, they're out hunting Zemo, but I mean they knew everything already. Like
Yeah,
like
they had their eye on
tracking.
everything. Because pretty much I feel like Okoye was running things and working with the replacement Avengers essentially during those 5 years.
Right.
So I think we'll definitely get to see, some more globalized Wakandans. That was kind of the main conflict of the first one. So now they have to pretty much have that solved. So if I remember it right, they were talking Namor for the villain.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting.
And that's the whole underwater thing.
Yeah,
so
and
there's
I think
a whole
that's
nother
more of a
world.
reply to when because that came out when Aquaman came out. So it's like they were like, all right, we gotta, that's when the Namor rumors start coming out.
I think it's also important to recognize that he's a submariner, like Marvel #1.
Yeah, he's the original.
He's there like Aquaman, like villain thing or whatever. I don't know if I don't really know a lot about him. If he's a villain,
the
or a bad
ruler of
guy.
the seas.
Him and Reed from Fantastic Four Reed Richards had a serious beef
with
at
them.
one
Yeah, he was
point
Mr.
over his
Studio
wife.
Girl.
Yeah.
So I think what we can expect from Wakanda Forever at this point is just going to be they're going to be a globalized Wakanda. They're going to have a lot more presence amongst the fractured world as we know now, and then it becomes they're the defenders of pretty much all of Earth again because of what Namor's doing.
They're like the shield.
Exactly. And everyone's gonna know it. They're gonna be like, look, Wakanda's
Well, I
the
don't
best
think
we
they
got.
want everybody to know it. I think they like being in the like people know of Wakanda. Do they know of Wakanda?
Yeah,
Like-
at the end of Black Panther, he literally goes to the UN for the second time because his father was saying that we need to have Wakanda out of the shadows because he felt bad about Killmonger and stuff like that. That's how the movie starts, or that's how it is in Civil War, and that's how it ends at the end of Black Panther. So they're
Gotcha.
definitely out.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
were buying buildings and shit and youth centers and shit. So now it's gonna be, the world's gonna be very much aware of just how dope Wakanda is when they
Gotcha.
save the world from Namor.
Yeah,
Maybe
there's
it'll
so
be like
much
an
content.
environmental thing, like they tried to do for a little bit of subtext during Aquaman, which didn't really hit that hard. Maybe that'll be a little bit better.
Yeah, watch them show Wakanda, like, they've shown a lot of mountains and fields and forests, but watch them actually, like, reveal a whole, like, city.
Well, you get establishing shots of the city in Wakanda in Black Panther.
Yeah,
But, like,
whole
we're never
bunch.
in it.
Oh, we're definitely in it. We got the kingdom, the whole final battle, takes place like on where the mountain where all the vibranium is, but we get a good amount of it.
Yeah, right, but I mean more life in the city, I guess.
They walk through a fair. They walk through the whole market in one scene.
Yeah, I think
Right.
Jeff just wants to see like more context from the city, and their technology, and
Yeah.
it's kind of what
Get
I'm,
deeper in and spend a little more time there. I can see that.
especially like Game of Thrones kind of like spoiled people on that a lot too, where like we want to see everything now, like Game of Thrones, let's be real, was like the thing that starts bringing people really into like content TV, I feel like. Or maybe,
Definitely.
I take that back. It was probably Breaking Bad.
Breaking
There's
Bad
always
or
been
Sop-
those
Sopranos.
Yeah, there's
kinda
always been those
changed
big
TV and
content
lost.
shows. The Shield. But yeah, and there's a Wakanda Disney Plus show in the works. It's animated, but it's part of Phase 4.
Yeah, they're doing Ironheart as well.
Yeah. Which is interesting. Because like she's only like, I'm not saying anything negative or anything like that. It's just like interesting because like she's just like kind of a new character, and they're like, all right, here you go.
Yeah, she came in like
It
within
is.
a decade, right?
Well, she had
I
like
think
one
so.
Comic book.
She had one comic book run and it got canceled.
Okay,
And,
so they. Ooh. Okay.
But I mean, like at the same time, like her story and her comic book arc, could easily make sense in the current MCU, because the only thing that wouldn't is like Tony's dead. But she could still, because like she finds, or I can't remember if she finds or steals.
She
the
builds
armor.
it. She just builds it herself.
I thought
Yeah.
she found like Tony's stuff.
No, she's just that smart.
Okay.
It could be a little bit of both.
I thought.
to where,
Or did
like,
she work in?
I thought like
did
she
work
got
for
Tony Stark's tech, and then like Tony said she could keep it or something.
She might have studied under Tony or something along those lines, but she's super smart.
Kind of have to be to maintain it.
Oh yeah.
Not even just
So-
to build it. That's a whole nother level. But just to be able to operate it and maintain it, you got to be like on some shit.
And so like Kamala Khan really opened up a lot of like stuff for a bunch of new heroes. This kind of new generation of heroes, including like the new Hawkeye and Miss America, which if Ironheart got canceled after one season, it's still
I have
having
no
a,
idea who Miss America is.
Um,
Like I understand who
Chavez.
she
Oh,
is.
Miss Marvel.
what's her first name?
I've
America
never even
Chavez. Her name
Kamala
is
Khan?
America Chavez.
Oh, America Chavez. Yeah, who is that?
Yeah. And it was like during this, like how Kamala Khan was during this whole time of like Muslim and Middle Eastern hate. Miss America was made around the time when like Trump was hating on Mexicans. So it really kind of helps.
Give some representation to people who are
Represent,
doing
yeah.
it.
Sorry, I had to focus
Outside of outside of the fear-mongering news.
there. Right. Which comic books are great for. I mean, you know, it kind of speaks to that crowd.
Anybody who's looking for just to be seen, or to, like, it's hard to be what you can't see, which is why representation is so important,
Right.
and why they're really pushing that through Phase 4. Which is like, let's get some characters like we haven't normally seen in this genre.
But it also has just been like a decade of just white dudes.
Exactly. Oh, nice little comeback.
Yeah, I'm Loki's coming out next, and
Loki.
it's gonna be interesting because we don't really know anything about this show because we don't know anything about this character because this Loki is a new Loki.
That's
He's gonna be the same Loki, of course.
Asgard.
But the Loki that we're all familiar with, he be dead, and that was one of my favorite moments when he died.
We're gonna see
He was-
more of
he was
Odin
bold
too,
for that.
right?
What's that?
We're gonna see more of Odin as well.
I don't think Anthony Hopkins is doing any time in this Loki series now.
Nah,
If anything, it's probably a small cameo for like an image or something like that, but I don't think he's actually
he's already dead.
acting, yeah. Well,
Like-
he wouldn't have been dead in the timeline by which, like, plus they can move around.
Well, no, they like took him
That's
out
the
of
whole
the
point of the
yeah.
thing, is like you can move around time in this one.
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna go that like they're gonna go back in time, like maybe like like there's a comic book arc of that they're drawing inspiration from for some of this, but I think like it won't be. I think it'll be out of time, but it's definitely gonna set something up, like maybe like a Doctor Strange. It's not gonna be like a. I mean, everything sets everything up.
Is it gonna tie into Love and Thunder at all? Do you think?
There's gonna be probably something for that since they're, you know, in the same vein. But it probably won't be obvious, you know. It'll probably be something like you just gotta know the details. Garbage. No!
Shouldn't have done that.
Oh, that got the win right there. I could have just avoided it.
Oh boy.
Oh shit! Controller's not in hand.
Too bad.
You're right.
I was like taking a
I
sip.
didn't lose it by it.
Just taking a sip.
I would have had it clean enough if I didn't get that KO on that last frame. Would have just won it outright.
Oh yeah. I'm also excited to see some Luke Wilson action. I'm real excited for that. Or Owen Wilson, there it is. And Luke Wilson, or whoever wants to be in the show. Like, let him be in the show. But yeah,
Oh,
what
mission,
if's gonna
like,
be cool, but like
today?
it's part of Phase 4. But like, does that like I don't know? Are they gonna like? How is that gonna really tie into Phase 4?
Which is it? Sorry.
What if?
Oh.
Well, what
That's
if
a
it's
good
definitely its own thing? They don't have to worry about tying into anything with
But
what
it's
if.
part. It's part of Phase 4 though.
Maybe part of Phase 4, but doesn't mean it has to like add to a greater continuity.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But that's their thing. Like, who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do? We don't know. Like, what if wakes up at the end and it's just like someone dreaming multiple realities or something?
What we really got to watch out for in What If are like hints to things like X-Men.
I mean, they kind of already did the zombie thing. That's kind of a, you know, throw to them.
Right.
They're in that.
Jeez.
And speaking of like other, you know, quote other IPs, Deadpool is just gonna sit where it's at, right?
Nope. Third 3 is already in production.
Well, I just mean with the company, it's not going to tie into this.
No. As I was saying last week, the
If
rumor
3's
is
a hit, it definitely will.
the rumor is Deadpool's supposed to be the new Stan Lee.
I'm really excited for that, actually.
And that's the exact thing you said last week.
Sorry, I don't remember. Oh man, I didn't even catch it on the video. Oh wait, you haven't posted that one yet.
I mean, it could be in that half. I don't know what half it's in. It could have also got edited out. Not everything makes the cut.
Fair enough.
Oh, that was my own fault. Looking the wrong way.
Oh, come on, Alex.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, so that means like Miss Marvel probably has to come out like, I don't know, like by the end of the year. Like it's got to be like an end of the year thing.
Oh, they released the dates, and it's next year, I think.
For Miss Marvel?
Yeah, Miss
Okay.
Marvel's. They're
I
like
didn't look
shooting
up-
now, but
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
the cool thing is we're getting Spider-Man in December. Now that's gonna be. I think we're gonna get Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and Spider-Man rounding out this year, other than Loki. Is rounding out this year.
Spider-Man sometimes big gonna happen because they are really keeping that under wraps compared to all these other.
I mean, it's not that under wraps. There's
It's not that. It got spoiled a long time ago.
And we've talked about it many
Shout out
times.
to Jamie Foxx. We talked about that many times.
I
If you don't know what it is, I'm gonna shock you right now.
No, I know there's been leaks, but I mean, Disney themselves has not been like they haven't been saying anything about it.
I think it's because of the leaks.
well,
We
it's
have to be
not-
even more
also-
tight.
It's not just Disney. Everything has to be Disney and Sony.
Yep. They have to agree on all that.
But most of the leaks have
after
been
all
coming
the
from the
hacks
Sony
Sony went
side. Well, not like that. It has nothing to do with hacks.
No, I just made me think of. Like all those X-Men movies got leaks.
That's it. That's why New Mutants was like part of the fucking delay, I believe.
Wow.
All right, so let's see. What do we got going on here? We have Loki check. What if check? Miss Marvel filming now. We talked about that a little bit. We don't really know what's going on, but Miss Marvel is going to marvel us with some marveling action here. And then she's going to grow up and be like, yo, not like grow up like literally, but I mean like she's going to grow up and be in a movie like character development wise.
Right.
And then what else we got going on here? We got Shang-Chi we talked about. Let's move on to the Eternals. Salma Hayek, my girl. Love me
Oh
some
yeah,
Salma
Angelina
Hayek.
Jolie.
Yeah, I like Salma
What is
Hayek more.
what is the Eternals? That's not Emma Frost, is it?
No, that's not X-Men.
No, they're like eternal, like gods, and they've been like. You remember in Guardian of the Galaxy they talk about those giant
Celestials,
like
yeah.
Celestials.
Oh yes.
We're gonna go into like
okay.
some of that.
Cool, awesome, like the Beyonder
Yeah.
and all that.
I couldn't tell.
Not even quite. Well, yeah, I think Beyonder is a thing upon himself
Okay.
instead of like because there's not multiple Beyonders.
Oh,
I think they made up the Beyonder just for the Spider-Man series.
Okay. He's played a big role in a lot of other things though since then.
I have to. That's where, as far as his content is concerned, I think I might have to do more research because us not knowing stuff while simultaneously talking about stuff doesn't necessarily link up. So I think I'll probably before next week's episode, like look at the topics and get the basics down of each.
Well,
of
if that's
them.
not even part of the
Because if
Eternals,
we don't
I'm
know-
worried about it.
Then what can we really say?
That's it. It just gets edited out.
Then that whole topic will just get edited out unless we have something solid to work with. So I think I'm gonna come by at least Monday before.
And then
I'll
the
put
other
together
thing
some shit.
is, are the Watchers involved then? Did I see a Watcher in one of those trailers?
There was
don't know.
Watchers at the end of, I think, Guardians 2 when Stan Lee's in space.
Okay.
Talking to them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100% he was.
So that's when we got Watchers. They might be involved with the Eternals. Who knows?
Yeah.
How they
I can
want
see
to.
that.
You might even get like a baby Thanos. You know, we don't even know.
Well, they did say something about like we're gonna get young Thanos to some degree at some point, and it could be in this because like that's the thing though. Like I can't remember what they're called. I think they're called the Deviants, and like he's one of the Deviants. Like they were supposed to go out and like protect life, and then they decided that like they're just gonna kill all life because it's easier.
If we just kill all of life and start over, we won't have all these threats.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the invasion?
Oh, Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't
that
drop it in the
first one?
trailer, so they
No,
must
that's
have
still
that.
later down the road. That's like way after Miss Marvel and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, before that we got Spider-Man, and before that we got well, we already talked about the Eternals basically. But yeah, Spider-Man, and yeah,
Dodging.
that shit's gonna be a banger. That's probably gonna be. I think that's gonna
That's
be like
gonna be the biggest.
I think it's gonna be the big first movie. It's gonna be like the first movie to break like 1.5 million since like the pandemic. You know that thing's gonna get 1.5.
1.5 bill? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wonder if it's I mean, you know, not going to lead into Doctor Strange.
I mean, Doctor Strange is probably going to be in it, especially because like he had to get a scene cut from WandaVision, and like the other thing is like in the comics, like Barry went to Doctor Strange to make everybody forget who he was because everybody found out he was Peter Parker, and then that's how like
that's how he's gonna do it.
That's how it got all crazy.
It's gonna be like he's not gonna have any refuge, and he knows he's met Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So who's he gonna go to? Because there's no,
we're using
there's no
our
Iron Man.
our superhero
Nick
names.
Fury's
I'm
in
Spider-Man.
space.
Yeah.
He'll probably go to Doctor Strange. That's how this all pops off, because he'll end up probably doing something he shouldn't with some artifact or something Doctor Strange related.
Yeah. Or you know, I could see it being his friend, the one guy. I guess he's like bald in the new movie now. Nate. Yeah, I love that guy, dude. I love Nate. He's such a great character to have.
Oh, very much so.
Because like they tried to do that in Godzilla vs Kong, but then like they just messed up the formula. I like that.
I'm not gonna fuck up my diet.
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness coming out in March 2022.
2022 March. It's gonna. Oh, what is this?
Second
oh
represents, baby.
I thought
This must have been what you were talking about.
Yes, sir. Look at him. He's just happy as fuck. He's like, yo, you guys are playing Smash.
Oh, hey, glad you stopped by. Everything's going great on my side. Hope it's going great on your side, too.
This should be an official map that we play on.
That's solid. We should bring some of this in, this kind of like
Oh, yeah.
stuff that people might not have seen with Smash. I think that would definitely add to it.
I've been peeping.
cool.
Another idea I had on the walk over was just like, what exactly are we working on for like the character, and have that be like the subplot, since that's what's going on in the background. Because Super Smash kind of becomes like, if we're gonna like have like a visual kind of podcast, that's what's like visually keeping it interesting the whole time, is the Smash.
Oh, yeah. And we usually do.
This is good. I feel really good about next week.
I like that.
For what I'm gonna try and bring to it. Yeah, these kind of maps and stuff is definitely gonna get.
Oh, I'm done.
Is gonna bring us.
Got that little denim pattern at the
Closer to
bottom
our
there.
goal.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at the denim at the bottom. Oh yeah, let's go.
What, his pants is down there?
No,
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 the
like
very
on the
bottom.
background of the map.
Oh, that pattern. Oh.
Yeah. I'm
Oh, yeah,
I'm
the
really
brown
excited.
Fox selvage coming out. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was
Oh
going
no, those are
on that.
nice. I think they're like dyed with turmeric or
14.
something like that.
Yeah, I'm about those. I've been trying not to
gonna
buy
say.
any other naked and famous shit until.
I'm just like, I'm really looking at those portal lefts. And they look a lot nicer than the cell ones, because the cell ones are like stretch. I don't want stretch. I'm not a stretch guy.
fuck
Some
with
people
the
like stretch, so there's nothing wrong with stretch. I just like, I got used to 100% cotton, and like after I got used to it, I'm like, yo, I want 100% cotton.
Yeah, 100% cotton is certainly the best. It's a big selling point for the jean. It's like, this is made in Canada, and it's 100% cotton. So no microplastics and shit.
Well, I know, but some people want that 3% stretch though.
I like it for what I got, but
And the Morty has like two-way stretch. Stretches in both directions.
And what, they don't have every fit for style, right?
they do.
They do, okay.
Or I don't know. There might be a couple of them, like the Raver. I don't know. That is just different.
It's usually usually it's just like the really special ones. They'll only run like a weird guy and skinny guy or whatever they're called now. Pretty much everything though, if it like is everything. They just don't make that many of certain models because it's based on the numbers that sell from the previous season.
I'm sure they can only get however much denim because their denim comes from Japan.
And they also like specialize in like unique stuff, so it's just like
they got it all, and they have the best price.
Yeah, they're trying to get like everything sold. They're trying to maximize everything and then maximize what people want and try to keep it cost efficient, but also like create new weird stuff. Like the King Lord of Nep or whatever it's called. Like, dude, I know they're gonna like $750, but I would love that.
Yeah, and the Emperor of Slub too.
Yeah, I mean, I have
but the Lord of Nep is probably, I just love that.
No, there's a new one.
Look.
There's like they put the King of Slub and the Lord of Nep together.
Really? What?
Yeah. It's gonna be like probably like $750 for a pair of jeans.
Oh hell no! I can't even do it.
Nah, no way. But
I can't even do it.
I mean, I got lucky when I got the King of Slub, because now they're just ridiculously expensive.
They really are. They look crazy. Like,
yeah, I don't
you can
think
definitely see
there's
it
no way that
when
they
you
fit
look
me
at
right
it.
now, guaranteed. Because I
Too
got them
big?
tight. I got them tight.
Yeah, I was watching
And they
the
were
weekly
skin tight
talk through
after
that guy does, and he
Yeah.
was talking like he hates it tight. He's like,
Yeah, I don't like it tight. I can't do tight.
Yeah, but I'm like a
fuck
tall,
with it.
skinny dude, so it's like it's a little, like my body type is like, it.
you gotta flaunt it. Like
Well,
when
not
you're
even
when-
about flaunt it. Like, I don't know. I just like, I don't know. It's just my style that I like. So that's like whatever works.
Yeah, I'm tall and skinny, but my legs.
And the weird guy is not really that different from mine. You just got like it's like an inch more in like the hips than me, I think.
There it is.
So I need like boot cut, like strong guy, or like I think it's like tough guy. I don't remember what the other one is.
Yeah, I don't think. Nah, I don't even know if they make. If they make though, I don't know. Like, yeah,
I say weird guy. I'd say weird guy is your move.
yeah. I mean, if you're going anything outside the
Gives you
weird
leg room.
guy, you're probably not gonna find something I mean, just get weird guy.
Yeah, I get weird guy.
I'll
They're
take
just
another
normal
look at
jeans. They're the normal. They're like a normal cut. They're just called weird guy.
it. Okay. I'll take
You're not that weird, despite what it
Yeah.
suggests.
No, they're like I said. They're just they are the normal jeans.
Oh, that turtle. That turtle.
nice. Ooh, timing wrong.
Ooh, yeah, he gave it up. Yeah. I can talk about this stuff all day. I'm very much excited. I've been
Yeah.
waiting all year for that brown fox, man. Like I said last time, I might get the full Canadian super suit. Depending on what the price is of the jean. If the jean is really expensive, then I'll
I
probably
mean, they're
just get the
probably
jean.
like 187 around there. I mean, they're not like a super thing. They're just like dyed with turmeric or whatever.
that
or something. I can't
fox,
remember. Or the turmeric ones are coming next season. I can't remember.
I think the
was-
turmerics are next season because
Yeah.
I would remember. I would remember if it was turmeric. Cause I'm looking at a turmeric shirt. I would remember if that's the thing because apparently I look really good in yellow. So here we are.
And khaki shorts.
Oh God, I don't know what to do in the summer other than khaki shorts. Khaki shorts every
Not a
day.
bad move. It's not a bad move.
I just, but it gives me zero versatility.
Man, I keep falling off the edge on this map. Sakurai, bro.
I don't
I
want
just
to
keep
do
looking
cargo
into your
shorts
eyes
anymore.
and falling to my death.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hit the store today.
But yeah,
'cause I still
the
need shirts
portal
for that
left,
suit.
like they have that unique, like green to yellow inside. But
Yeah.
like so did the cell. but they're not stretchy. And I don't know, that green tint just looks really nice. But like, I don't really need another pair of jeans.
Yeah. After I get this brown fox, the game's kind of over for a long time.
Do they have any like?
Well, you say
black
that,
brown
and I say
face?
things like that all the time too, man. Like I do.
Because if I get another
Oh,
jacket,
God.
it's gonna take me forever to like break in all this stuff. I mean,
Oh,
the
yeah.
jeans not so much because
Thanks,
I work in
Gamer.
them.
What's up? Thanks for the follow. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, I have like the Joker jacket now. I gotta break in, and I'm still breaking in my Trunks jacket.
Yeah, especially the black fades are sick.
Is there like a black with a brown?
No, but I think you'll really dig the brown fox because it's like brown and green, so it's like super fucking earthy. And as it breaks into that like into more of it. So
Right.
plus these Gokus, I've been trying to wear these Gokus more too.
That's blue
Been
and
wearing them to work.
Yeah, the Gokus they'll get more Goku when
Orange.
you wash them. Because the blue will get lighter. I think if anything, the Gokus are kind of like meant to be washed more. Because
Yeah.
they're stretchy. Stretchy, it's like,
Um,
all right.
Still probably dry clean them, so we'll see what that does.
Nice, new to the game. I like that. You just don't. Good luck if you try buying amiibos, thanks, gamer. They're hot again. They're very expensive habit to get into.
Yeah. Oh, the turtle!
This.
I'm gonna have to let fashion go the way of the vinyl. I'll be buying vinyl like one at a time now.
Yo. I just got that luminous one, man. That stuff makes me want to get back into it.
Oh, poor choice. Thank
Damn it.
you.
Should have just let it happen.
Yeah, you should just let me have my damage there.
Should have just let it happen. What?
Oh, look at that. Yes! Oh, but you're so low percentage. Didn't matter. I think I was out of time. I was at like 170.
Ooh, how did I catch this?
My DI'd into that direction.
No, get out of the way. You didn't see what's going on behind you. I'm like, Chef Ross is 106. He's trying to get back on stage.
Oh, I don't know if you'll get much tips from us, thanks, gamer, but I hope you enjoy the
Yeah.
stream.
Tips for what? Tips for Smash?
It's tips
Find
for
a main.
Smash.
Find a main.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to add to it as well. Is like make sure if we're on, it'll be like, all right, this is the character or several characters we're gonna play, and it'll be like these are the tips for the characters we're working on. It could be like,
Well, I think we are the last people to talk about tips right now.
well, that's the thing. That's what gives us our appeal. We're the fat people in the back of the workout video.
Yeah.
You know, where they're like, if
Okay.
they can do it, I could keep doing it.
All right, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness is definitely going to be the biggest film they got on the lineup that's going to have the biggest effect on the MCU, in my opinion.
100%.
It's definitely going to be the film that takes us like to the pinnacle of Phase 4 and beyond. It's going to be everything. I mean, the big
It's gonna
sell to this movie would be to say that this film
It's going to be like the
will be a
Tesseract
dividing
was
line.
to the first 4 phases.
Absolutely.
Or
It's
the 2
saying that
phases, or
everything is
how many
before
phases?
this or after this.
Yeah.
It's like, which is it? Are you talking before Multiverse of Madness or after? I think everything will change at that point.
Yeah,
Just
and they
putting
really need
multiverse in the
something like
title.
that.
They really do. They kind of took it as far as it can go after Endgame. So
With
to
like
really,
the OG comic cast as well, like the golden age of comic book characters.
which was just so impressive. Every time I look back on everything they were able to accomplish, it's like you really can't do more of the same. You already
yeah.
did it.
And
It's
I
like,
still think my boy, I can't remember his name right now, but the other monk that was from the first one is going to be the guy that I want him to like set it up. Like he's the guy that, because of all this, he's like, I'm getting revenge on you, Strange. Everybody forgot about me.
Oh yes, you're talking about Titwe Etofor
Yes.
character.
Oops, didn't shield.
Not Mordo. Might be Mordo.
It might be Mordo.
It's
Sounds
back there in
really.
my
It
head.
sounds something like that. If not, like
I love that.
It rings a
actor to
bell.
death, man. He's so good. That was a great pick to pick him. Yeah, I think he should come back. I don't know if he's going to be involved with the Multiverse of Madness.
But he could
I'd be
definitely be a third
surprised if he
banger
did.
too.
I
a third
think.
movie.
I wonder, like, that'd be the questions to ask becomes, like, nowadays it's all about contracts. That tells you exactly what you need to know about
Yeah.
film longevity. Is
Sort
like,
of. There's
when
a
we
lot
found
of.
out.
They're all like
It's
you
just
sign a contract.
squishy.
There's an NDA. Like so you don't even know how many. Like we don't really know in the public how many movies, they're signed to unless it's public.
Unless you have that in your contract that you can make that kind of thing public. Like with Sub-Zero, with the whole Mortal Kombat situation, he was like, "All right, yeah, I'm signed on for a few movies here, just so you know." That's the main
Or it's
question.
like a big thing. It's like, oh, we got Robert Downey Jr. for 5 more movies, and like that's like a big announcement kind of thing.
Exactly.
And
And
Robert's
that's
like,
kind of what's going to tell
I
us
got a bunch
where
of
we're going
money.
to go from here.
No, definitely. I'm interested to see like who the villain's gonna kind of be. Like it's like,
Well, from after watching Scarlet Witch's series, WandaVision,
Yeah.
it really seems like it's going to be her. Not necessarily for all the wrong reasons, but like
Right.
selfish reasons.
yeah. And there's some characters that I don't know. There's characters that they could have brought in WandaVision, but it's like they didn't really need to, like because they already have a plan, obviously. Like,
You gotta have a plan with stuff like this.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's.
but
and
then
they've-
like the whole like X-Men, Dick Boner joke or whatever. Like it's like really. I mean, like you're really gonna.
I didn't
set
like
us
it
up?
at first, but now the more I think about
It's
it,
funny,
it's
but then like
pretty
it kind
funny.
of makes no sense. But like maybe it will make sense. Like who knows?
Yeah, it's like you could tell that like the way when Agatha Harkness described what she did,
Yeah.
it seems very vague. She's like,
yeah.
"Oh, how did
like
you?"
I thought it was Mephisto. I think it is.
Oh yeah,
Mephisto.
as all of the internet did, because it was definitely the thing that could explain a lot of things. Mephisto in the comics
like
is
a-
definitely a Deus Ex Machina. He can do whatever it takes.
Oh yeah, and there's another nightmare dude. I can't remember his name. He's like he wears like a green outfit, I think. He's like a nightmare dude. I can't think of his name, man, because I'm my database is more DC than Marvel. Like a lot of my Marvel database is built because of the MCU.
Well, I'm
That's
gonna get
not
back
true, but-
in the books here.
Yeah.
Because we're taking deep dives now. Once you get into shit like Madam Hydra, they're not afraid to look at the comics and find a character that suits their needs. And that's
No, I
probably the
mean-
most exciting thing about MCU, is
Oh,
they
yeah.
are not afraid to find characters that just add to the story and add to the character development.
Right.
It's like, we'll
And-
find a character. Doesn't matter. We'll find somebody
Yeah.
who
because like
serves the purpose.
so Sharon and Madam Hydra in like the 70s like worked together. For example. So I mean, that's why could be a thing where Sharon was talking to Madam Hydra on the phone at the end of Winter Falcon.
I think so, because it's the only person that
Unless they're gonna set
we had
somebody
not
else
seen
up. Yeah.
talk to each other who would have like some relevance.
Right. That we're or maybe I don't know. Like the
She was
one
also
guy,
highly interested in
Justin
serum.
Hammer.
Exactly. She was highly interested in the serum. She knows people who want to buy it. And it ends up being kind of the same groups. We've seen this happen in Ant-Man when we had the Hornet, or whoever his his villain is, Yellow Jacket.
Yellow Jacket, yeah.
When he's selling his own version of the Pimtech, we have all these groups show up. So it's pretty much the same groups. You get the 10 Rings, you got Hydra showing up to kind of buy these things.
Oh yeah. They're back. Someone's always back.
Someone's
Yeah.
always back. That's kind of the thing. I think that's how comics work.
Yeah.
Everything's a reference.
Nobody's ever really dead.
Oh,
no one's ever
yeah.
really dead. Blame Superman for that.
Red Skull
Blame
came back.
Superman.
Blame Superman for that. Once they tried to kill Superman and bring him back, that was the end of death in comics.
Yeah, right. Jason Todd.
But even Jason Todd, he came back as something else. See, if they had killed Superman and then there'd been no Superman after that, if Clark Kent was always another character, that would have been less of a thing. But when Superman died with Doomsday, which was just obviously one of just the biggest things, like my sisters had that book. And that's how like I heard about it, because I was much more of a Spider-Man.
Right.
But when he died and came back, it was like, all right, anybody can die and come back now, and it's normal.
Right. They got to make money.
I can't disagree. Yeah, I concur.
They gotta make money. You can't just leave it alone. So we'll see how these things kind of go. What I love about what's going on with the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, it kind of just opens it up to so many other different characters. You don't have to even worry about one particular person's story, because now we have the ability to bring in just new characters.
Right.
Like, we've gotten to the point where Marvel is talking about Moon Knight. Who in the hell?
Oh my God!
In the year 2005, 2000, in the 90s, just any point before now, did anybody think that Moon Knight was gonna get any attention?
Any attention?
Unless
Let
you're
alone
fan,
an Oscar Isaac. Let alone
Like
a major actor to do it.
He was in Ultimate Alliance at one
major
point, and that was
studio.
like the last time anybody's heard anything of him. Like,
Yeah, I think Ultimate Alliance 2 might be the most recent, like even like video game adaptation of like a Moon Knight. But that's the thing. And that's the thing. When we get to Multiverse of Madness here, after that film, it's going to open up a lot more possibilities like a Moon Knight. And that's just the biggest sell of the film itself. Is whatever is we see, probably going to see Scarlet Witch do everything in her power to like reinstate her family in a more natural way.
Oh, those kids are coming back, 100%.
Those kids are coming back 100%. Start them young, hey. Hopefully the kids like you.
Well, it's one thing I'm worried about if they do more Eternal movies is like that little girl won't be a little girl forever. And she's supposed to be a little girl forever.
oh, I see.
Your acting career is coming your way. Hope you're good for it. If anybody can contest to that, it would be Elizabeth Olsen. Like, look, if you stay on this, clearly there can be some longevity in this game. There's a possibility for it. I mean, she's probably not the best example. She's probably more of an exception. Not all child actors.
Yeah, you could be
Or
the OG
family members
Pedro.
of child actors.
You could be Pedro, man. It's one and done.
So, do we know any concept to the Madness Multiverse? Any storyboard?
Can't hear you. Your mic's like super quiet.
Oh, thank you. Do we know any storyboard or any like concepts to Multiverse of Madness?
We can only really guess at this point
okay.
what exactly they're gonna do with it, how exactly it's gonna be a thing. From what I can glean from the WandaVision series, I think she's just gonna open up the multiverse Pandora's box style and not necessarily
get
know
those
what
kids.
she's doing. And that's just a problem. Just having the multiverse open in that way is kind of the conflict, and it becomes like you can't just make your own reality, Wanda. You need to stop doing that. And she's like,
Yeah. She's
no,
gotta go search for
essentially.
Vision and
Yeah.
and
But at the same
kids.
time, the Spider-Man movie comes out before it.
which is
You know?
also interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
but
it
that's
could-
also multi-dimensional.
Exactly. So maybe Spider-Man actually is the one who opens the box, but Scarlet Witch is the one who opens it up in the way that really fucks shit up.
Right.
Because it could be this point where like Spider-Man needs help and he gets other Spider-Man to his aid, and that's cool and all. And then WandaVision sees that, or Wanda sees that, and she's just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get my kids back. I'm gonna get whoever I want. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. You know, she's studying. We see her studying at the end of the film. So at the end of the show, that was closed. So I went down to the one to the mall, and I rode my bike down to the mall, and it was effortless, bro. Effortless. Zip, dude. They had me cheesing, rolling down that sidewalk.
That's it. I like that.
Hit the throttle, bro. Zip, zip. Effortless. I went up that main hill, you know, that South Main Street or Main Street. It's all downhill, uphill. Like, it's all one angle. So it was like, doing that with like no effort was kind of the prime time right there.
Thor, Love and
The
Thunder.
hype is
Natalie
real
Portman.
on Thor: Love and Thunder. It's probably the most hype thing other than Spider-Man. Probably the number 2.
Is that when the woman takes the hammer? Is that what's gonna happen?
Jane Foster, absolutely.
Awesome.
She's definitely her own character in the comics, and this is them kind of finally
And
realizing
she's not. There's gonna be a
Jane
Thor
Foster's
still.
potential.
Like, yeah, she's gonna
Exactly.
be Lady Thor, and like,
Right,
but
right.
Chris is gonna be like, yo, I'm one of the Chris's still. What's up?
Yeah. Yeah.
And after what they did with Ragnarok, which definitely brought a lot of people who probably would have been out of the fold of Marvel back in.
I hate
Oh
this
yeah,
man.
100%. That rejuvenated Marvel. And you know what? I'm not
In a
gonna
big
lie.
way.
The pandemic is actually gonna be a huge for Disney because people are like, we were having
gonna be burnt out.
fatigue. We were already having fatigue though after Endgame. Like for real though.
Yeah.
Like there was
Exactly.
already Marvel fatigue.
Just superhero fatigue too, because other people
Yeah.
are trying to keep up.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, some people like they don't know it like that to know the difference between DC and Marvel. So they're all like, "Where's Batman? Batman's not here, bro."
Yeah. Right.
Batman's not
There's gonna
here,
be
bro.
a certain amount of the populace who like doesn't know that stuff. It was
Especially
so
in the world
wild
of
to
Batman
see it go from popular, like everyone knows who Tony Stark and Jarvis is, to coming it back to the nerds.
Yeah.
At this point, if you've seen all 22 of those Marvel films, people can call you a nerd again. Before it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, oh, you just like to go to the movies, whatever.
I mean, a lot of the people though have seen at least 15 of them.
Exactly, and that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good base. But they, like you said, getting fatigued on that, and now the hype is real again.
Yeah. And it's, you know, part of the engine too. The engine can get tiresome. But I mean, that's the thing about Thor, man. Like, first off, Chris Hemsworth is like more ripped than he's ever been. And we got fucking Russell Crowe coming in as Zeus, which then opens the door for Hercules.
That was a spoiler.
Yeah.
They could have kept
Yeah.
that under wraps.
Well, I mean, you give Russell Crowe.
Bro.
Listen, I'm sure when they got Russell Crowe in Man of Steel, that was the first thing they said. They were like, yo, we got Russell Crowe in Man of Steel. Let's go. And so I would say the
We
same
got the
thing.
Gladiator, baby.
Oh yeah, like yeah, he like made a couple good movies. And he's like, I'm living off these movies. I'm living off the rep. I'm Russell Crowe.
Absolutely. That film has got a lot of potential.
It's got a lot of potential. I'm excited for that. And then, you know, because that's also the first movie that's going to actually not be in the Earth realm as well. So it's going to be, no, I'm excited for that because like they need to keep those stories obviously different because they're also on a power scale completely different.
Absolutely. We don't get a lot. We got some Niflheim in second film. We haven't gotten, and we got Surtur's.
I feel like we got
Place as well.
debated on the second film, to be honest
yeah.
with you. Like, all those dudes, like, bring them back. Can we go through these?
So they're dead.
No.
Now they're just dead. Hella
Now
killed
they're
them.
just dead.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta bring them back through the multiverse of madness, man.
That's certainly a possibility.
But yeah, there's gonna be a lot going on in there because, I mean, at least for the first act, you know, Thor's gonna be with the Guardians. Because they did at least
Last
like
time we saw
a...
Thor, it was Guardians.
Yeah, and there was like at least a week of filming with those guys there. Because, like, they were on the airplane. They're like, we're gonna go shoot the movie. And they, like, said it on Jimmy Kimmel.
All right.
Yeah, the film has so much to work with. And after the success of Ragnarok, it's one of the most guaranteed hits on this slate. Like Eternals, sure, that looks cool. Not a guaranteed hit. We don't know yet. We don't know.
Well,
whether or
I
not
think
the
it's going to
public is
be.
really
I
do
think
it.
because she won the Oscar, it's going to be even. There's going to be more hype for it too. I think it's going to do even better.
Oh, Angelina Jolie, who won the Oscar?
The director. The
Oh yeah, because of Nomadland. That is
Yep.
true. So there's going to be some. There's going to be some. That definitely helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it back. There probably is no like question marks on the list here. You could say Moon Knight just from the unfamiliarness of the character, but we're not even there yet.
No.
He's training. We're not even there to even talk about that. But Thor: Love and Thunder, that's got a lot going for it.
Yeah, that's got to be close to being wrapped too, I would say.
They've been filming for a second. They've been filming, for a few months now. So,
and then after that, it's Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, which we've talked about, and then that'll come back to the Earth. But then like everything else is kind of like the Earth because there's only like 2 galaxy ones in this one, and we'll get to Guardians later. But after like Black Panther is the Marvels, which is that's actually probably going to be outer space. That's probably going to be the one that links them all together.
Definitely outer space. Definitely some scroll
I think it's going to be linking them together, like the Earth realm and the Nebula, because Miss Marvel and Photon are here, and Photon is like up in orbit now. Like she's like at the end of the WandaVision, right? And
he said come up here. So more than likely, it'll probably start up there and finish on Earth again.
Yeah. Like I think it'll be like, and they don't have any kind of Avenger-like films planned. Like there's no big ones yet. So I think like the Marvels will be the one that ties like the realms together, like along with the multiverse of madness, of course. But it'll be like the bring it back around. Exactly.
Because the reality is, Captain Marvel is your new Captain America. Like she's the new leader of all of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Clearly. That's why there was a little bit of that tension.
I don't know. Like, I think she could be the leader of the galactic one, because like I think they're definitely going to keep them separated and bring them together. Like, I'm not saying she's not the leader when they all come together. It's just there's going to be another like head figure. I think I don't know who it'd be, but like I said, I think she's like
Spider-Man.
It could be Tom. I think Tom's too young.
Well, there's going to be the Kreese
nice tech
War too, right? Which is probably going to play a big part for.
I don't even know how you tech that, to be honest. Like I thought it would have been untechable at that percentage.
That's stuff I'm talking about. Little tech stuff. People don't know how to. Certain casual players don't know how to tech.
I'm still trying to get my new shield button down. It's like my biggest weakness.
There was one thing about Black Panther that wasn't mentioned. We talked a little bit about it last week, I think. The raft, right?
Yeah, the prison.
Yeah.
Which I was very surprised that the Wakandans left Zemo there. I guess it was like it's like the shame of having him back in Wakanda. They don't want him back in Wakanda.
Well, it honestly makes no
even
sense
for punishment,
except
even
for
to
Kevin
Brandon.
Feige saying he needs to go here for this to work.
Yeah, that was my first inclination, is just being like, because
Wakanda would
they
definitely
just kill
take
him?
his ass back to Wakanda.
We're gonna brand you, we're gonna hold you up in front of everybody, and then we're gonna kill you. Because you killed our King T'Chaka. So
I mean, they might even have even worse ways.
yeah, to do something to you.
Put
Yeah.
them in that VR prison.
Some Black Mirror shit.
That's it. Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp, like, I don't know what's going on in that, but, we touched upon it earlier, but real excited about that.
Absolutely.
Love me some Michelle Pfeiffer.
Quantumania. So they're going to go into, like, quantum physics stuff, multiverse, I think, so that'll be fun.
I think the biggest through line for that film, character-wise, will be his daughter
Yeah.
becoming the new Wasp or the new Ant-Man, or like kind of the in-between of both.
Yeah,
It's
I don't.
Cassie.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I don't.
Because she's a
see
teenager
Paul
now.
Rudd,
She's gonna be like, I want to. Hell no.
I don't see Paul Rudd like walking away from this role anytime soon, unless like they write him out.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna like become like a replacement for Ant-Man.
But she could be
it's
like
just more like she's
Young Avenger.
like Young Avengers, exactly. I think it's a really good move for them to do like a Young Avengers.
Yeah.
Just all the
They could
youngest
get on
cast.
that CW audience.
Exactly. You have some animated stuff for the younger kids, and then the tweens and stuff will get the Young Avengers. The adults will have regular Avengers, and anyone who's left who's edgy will get the Dark Avengers. So there'll be
Let's be
something
real
for
though.
everybody.
Yeah, let's be real though. Like DCU is like crazy unorganized, but man, that fucking the Arrowverse, man,
That worked.
it worked, and it's not even that solid. It's like loosely together, but it still works.
They were able to do what they set out to do. They were able to
Exactly.
get to their end game,
Oh yeah, beyond their end game.
essentially. Yeah, because now you got the Lois and
Well, not even that.
Superman
You got to do
stuff.
Infinite Crisis, and they approved it, and you're like, wow, we are going to do this. Like, we're going to budget for this? That's insane. And then really just tie the whole universe back over, so it's like their Flashpoint, because they already did Flashpoint, like season 1 of fucking The Flash.
which was they should have held that, but you know what?
Yeah, but I mean, you don't know. They didn't know if it's going to be a banger or not, you know?
Mm-hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time.
It was up in the air. Who's got this one? Sephiroth.
But yeah, Guardians of the
Yeah,
Galaxy
Christian
Volume
Bale
3.
signed on to this film.
Yeah. I forgot. Did they already like said who he was? I forgot who he was.
Gore, who
That's
I've
right.
not have heard of.
That's right.
It's just wild.
And then like
Fact that these Marvel movies are now getting an actor like a Christian Bale. Definitely takes this shit seriously.
and the I can't remember her name, but the gold chick, she'd be back in the third one.
Oh yeah,
we-
for Adam and stuff. For that's for, because it'll definitely have some sort of connection to Guardians 3. It'll be
What?
as Guardians of the Galaxy for a hot second.
Wait, what?
Adam is a big character in the,
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
Marvel
Okay, I got what
universe,
you're saying. Yeah.
who they teased at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So if we're talking about Thor: Love and Thunder, and we're talking about Thor being in the Guardians at the start of that film, doing the whole as Guardians of the Galaxy, then what's going to be left for Guardians is Adam, essentially. Is finding Gamora so they can reestablish the
She was trying to
Guardians.
make Adam,
so
and then,
that
like,
they can-
activated
yeah,
him
exactly.
at the end or whatever.
It's like we need to get the Guardians back together with Gamora because
Okay. What?
we
No!
really need. Oh wow.
So wait, if they're trying to do that, could that potentially be another multiverse thing then?
Not necessarily. They could do that straight up
Yeah.
because they already established Adam, and they already brought back the new, different timeline Gamora.
And they're going to go into that more into the third one too, or maybe even the Christmas special. Who knows? Or the holiday special. Because the holiday special happens between Thor and Volume 3.
No, that's something I don't know anything about. Holiday special.
Yeah, I saw it when I was looking up the episode, all the MCU. Like I knew about it, but I didn't know it was actually going to be connected.
Snaked it. I should have snaked.
I thought it was going to be like a Star Wars holiday special situation. Like you remember how he made like that music video after the second one?
Yeah.
Like I thought it was going to be like something like that.
Awful.
But that one's going to be a banger. Like everybody loves like Guardians of the Galaxy. Love that cast.
Groot. Groot will be probably full grown by that point.
Yeah.
Are they making a Groot movie or series?
There's something Groot related, I think, happening. Like a Disney Plus Groot show, I think.
Yeah, but that's down the road.
I'm sure that'd be like a kids cartoon animated type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes sense.
Getting Vin Diesel, that chick.
Diesel his chick.
Should have shielded that.
And then would Guardians lead into the Eternals at all?
No, Eternals.
Probably not.
is,
Eternals is kind of above all that stuff.
Yeah. I think Eternals is gonna set up something like,
More like Galactus.
yeah.
I
It'll
think
be like-
Eternals
I think
kind of
it- It might set up the actual big bad too, like the premise, the seeds, and we don't really know until like later on when the story develops. Like I'm talking about the MCU story, not the actual Eternal story, but they'll have all the hints in there of stuff. That's my guess.
Yeah, they'll definitely have their own villain they'll have to solve, or own conflict they'll have to solve in Eternals all by itself, and only be able to really allude to another villain that would even be threatening to them. I think one of the biggest questions from this Fantastic Four announcement is, do they go... Because they're clearly going to be Earth going straight to space
Right.
on their own merit.
Right. Yeah.
On their own merit, they make it to space, right? So, and then they discover something and get fantastical powers. Do they stay in space? But my question is, do they go straight Silver Surfer, like Fantastic Four 2? Or do they go Doctor Doom? Do they introduce a new villain? Or are they try and get
Well, I mean, there's
someone that
hints
they
of
can...
Doctor Doom in a sense, but not like actual hints. But like, you know, the city, his city was like they went to his city and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah.
No, they didn't go to Latveria. They went to like
was-
Madripoor, like Singapore.
No, it was
and shit.
mentioned in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh. That's good. Laying some groundwork. I like that.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how
Fudge.
you do Fantastic Four without Doom.
Oh, yes. You could do it without him. You certainly can.
But like,
Now that they've established all these different space threats that they could
Yeah.
face.
yeah, but I mean, like they also need another Harry Osborn, like a dude as powerful as that. Like Mr. Doom is like insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot like Magneto in a lot of ways.
And there might be actually, there's rumors that there's 2 Harry Osborns. Like there's like the old one, and then there's Bryan Cranston is rumored. And I
That's
just
the thing
I,
about it.
I don't. I just heard
They
about
could probably
that.
just do this whole new Spider-Man without Osborn at all.
I
they
don't
might
know,
leave that
'cause they
whole
might,
Green
they
Goblin
might
shit
want,
just out.
Well, they might want him for the MCU, like not even for the Spider-Man. You know, they want him for the MCU, like the actual like big movies. Oh god. But yeah, I feel like Fantastic Four will open up to the X-Men somehow.
Yeah, since that's the furthest thing on the slate.
Yeah, and like
From what the
X-Men's not
trailer
coming in for a
says.
while. Like as
For a
everybody thinks
long
they're
time.
coming in. I mean, like, look, they
Soon,
just got
yeah,
that
like
shit.
nah, man. It's gonna be we want everyone to forget all about that shit before we start to talk about
Yeah,
that.
all this shit's
'Cause
already
they want
in production.
to be able to use those pieces on their own. They don't want to have to confuse anybody with
Yeah.
Xavier or Magneto or any of that stuff. They want their own.
Well, here's the other thing too. Now all the X-Men stuff's gonna be on ice for like a half a decade. When they come back, people are gonna lose their shit. And there's like already talks of, you know, them trying to bring back Hugh as Wolverine.
Oh, they shouldn't do that. They should really try
No,
to
so, like-
establish a new one.
So
They shouldn't
like,
do that.
Hugh Jackman basically was like, nah. This is the rumors, of course. He said nah because he doesn't want to like disrespect Logan. But then like Kevin Feige's like, look, read this. So they're trying to like do it in a way. I don't know. Like, of course they're trying to do it in a way. So who knows? And, like
Who knows?
When the checkbook comes out, who knows?
Yeah, when that checkbook come out, what you want to do? Because it's just the look we need. We don't need you to get in shape like you did for Wolverine 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't need to,
I
we
don't
don't
know.
need to
It's
do
just
that.
like, I get it. But like, I want to know if he's older than Ben Affleck.
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
I think Hugh Jackman's probably older than Ben Affleck. That's a good one.
They could be around the same age. But like, if people are like, "We want Hugh Jackman back," and then they're bitching about Ben Affleck being too old for Batman, then like,
Then you
I'm
can't
hating
ask
on
for that. Yeah, like they
I'm
should
hating on that.
get a new actor. Your best bet. I want
not-
Terrence Howard back. We all can't have what we want.
I don't know, man. Like, I love Don Cheadle. I love
Don Cheadle. I'm just saying.
I like Terrence, but man, I love me some Don Cheadle. But yeah,
They only
Terrence
had to
Howard could be
recast
the
2
oldest
people
actor right now in the
entire
MCU.
MCU. They recasted 2 people. So
Dude, I'm playing.
After watching
I'm
Mark
literally,
Ruffalo
I was
kill
like,
it.
literally this place on the map right now is like where I'm at in this game. The first island.
yep, that's where I'm at too. I've been also playing Sunshine a little bit here and there, but
Yeah, because you can play with the GameCube controller or something. And I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Right, that's what it's meant to be played with. I forgot.
Oh yeah. All right, let's get into these. Let's get into these Disney Plus shows, man. The next one we on is Hawkeye, which there was a recent photo of Jeremy in a comic accurate suit, and I got really excited for that. He had the fucking purple V and everything going on his chest.
yeah, there's got to be a lot of trauma go ahead and get through from having his family disappear and then going on a murder spree for a few years.
Yeah, they're gonna go into that too.
They
Like
got to.
They got to. But what I'm worried about is like, is this like his last hurrah? Like they finally
It
give him a
should be.
suit.
Pass it off to your daughter so you can
But
go
they
sit down
finally give him
somewhere.
a suit after like 15 years or 10 years or whatever. They're like, all right, see ya.
He had something. He had
He has
nothing.
never had a
It wasn't
suit.
nothing.
He's never
He
had a
never
suit.
A full suit, no.
Like he haven't ever had his real Hawkeye suit until right now.
The thing
Yeah, well,
is,
now the identity is so important for him personally.
Yeah.
if he did pass it on to his daughter, that would actually be pretty. Make a lot of sense, especially with Kamala Khan coming into the scene. That was about the same time they came into
Yeah, Young Avengers, West Coast Avengers
Yeah.
type stuff.
And again, American Chavez, that was actually Hawkeye's girlfriend.
One. Time.
Right. So Moon Knight, that is Oscar Isaac, man. He's training for that right now.
Yeah,
were
they
showing him
released that
doing some-
video of him.
Yeah, beating that dude's ass and training. Like that's gonna be cool. I mean, cause like they,
disorder, that's intense.
yeah, they need their Batman though. The MCU doesn't have their Batman. They need their Batman.
Well, that was Tony Stark.
No, Batman? No. I mean, they're
His
real
superpowers
Batman.
are being rich and
Well, no, I get that. That's always been Iron Man though. Like Iron Man's always been Iron
Exactly.
Man. But I'm talking about they need their Batman. They're dark anti-hero.
or a dark anti-hero.
He's also a little bit Indiana Jones. There's a lot of like Egyptian ties to his story.
Yeah.
Artifact finding and stuff like that, kind of Tomb Raider-esque stuff.
Yeah, and even just like
I
getting
had
his
that.
power from the gods and that kind of thing.
Actually, I thought I had a jump, but I knew I didn't have a jump after I fell.
That's
So
gonna
I
be really
couldn't jump. Yeah, that one's gonna be cool. I'm excited for that because you know, I haven't really like read his individual storylines. Like I've only read like stuff that he's been in with other people. So he's just like been part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, he does a lot of team ups.
And that's what happens when you can't get you don't want to put a writer on the budget and an artist on the budget. He's got to get teamed up.
Teamed up, have somebody else.
Oh, ice
working
cream
on it.
cone. Damn it. Keep forgetting about that. Happens every time. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be cool. I'm excited to see what. I'm always excited, but you know, the bigger one that has more info is She-Hulk.
Yeah, I'm
You know, we
really
already got
excited.
Charlie Cox coming back and that too, and he's supposed to be in Spider-Man. Like, let's go.
I wonder if She-Hulk will open up anything for another Daredevil.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo. Give him a paycheck.
Because they're
Abomination's
lawyers.
coming back. Tim Roth, or whatever his name is, he's coming back. So that's kind of like also like a slap to the face to like, God, what's her name?
Edge battle. I'll play that same game. That's what y'all want to do?
I'm trying to think of her
Hang back.
name right now. Not Alicia Silverstone.
Very
Liv Tyler. Liv Tyler. She was in it, and like, she's gone now. Like I get Edward Norton, but like, there's no Liv Tyler anymore. Liv Tyler's gone, so her dad, yeah, he's in it. Liv Tyler, get out of my movie.
I'm
Get out of
with
my
Tyler.
universe.
You didn't get me allowed to work with anyone.
Well, you know, she did her thing.
She did her thing.
It was that was
She
not
collected.
what
She cut the check.
she
Or
cut the
collected
check.
that
Kevin
check.
Feige was like, I'm not cutting any checks for her. It's a universal check, not a Disney check.
You want a name? It's expensive. Especially someone who's already been in it. I can get someone. I can either not have that character at all.
Well, I mean, didn't she like? She probably performed in some kind of performance that won or something. I feel like I can't confirm or deny that. I just feel like she's been in something, you know. Like I know she's in Lord of the Rings and all that. But and they casted She-Hulk. Jessica Walters or whatever her name is, for the character. That's cool. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, it's gonna
And-
be really good.
And the villain's been casted as well.
Who's the villain?
It's somewhere in Titanina. I don't know her name.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't even know who she is really. But I will find out when the show comes out. And so that's gonna be a new show to watch. I got ice cream cone, and I'm gonna go eat some ice cream now. Yeah, after She-Hulk comes the Guardian special, though, supposedly. Whatever that's gonna be.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I wonder if they're gonna like make fun of the Star Wars special at all. Because like that's totally what Star-Lord is about. It's like cheesy 80s stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Oop, wrong button. Luckily, I was over the stage.
Oh, they could totally make fun of the Star Wars special because they're both owned by Disney. Sure, they can mention it if they wanted to.
I'm gonna die. Yeah, we got ice cream cones. Yeah, but then Secret Invasion happens, you know, like they've been like, they haven't really, like they may have been setting stuff up for that, like they have been with the scrolls and everything, but I mean like at the same time, we haven't really been hitting at it.
Wow.
But I think my favorite show is, I'm definitely most excited for Armor Wars.
Oh yeah.
Because I want full out
gonna be intense.
Don Cheadle.
I want Terrence Howard.
Wow, you can have that in your dreams.
He's
like
not
I want
coming
Edward
back.
Norton. And he's not ever coming back either.
Yeah.
We have hopes and dreams. But I will say,
Fudge.
Don
We're never
Cheadle
getting
on the
a,
Wars. I tried to poke you before it happened.
Took out the edge.
We're never gonna get another Howard the Duck either, so.
Maybe.
Yeah, don't ever count your chickens out of that. Disney, I feel like
There's a lot of
at
different
some
avenues.
point Disney will start, you know, there'll be more adult stuff for Disney
Right on.
at some point. I mean, it's the only, when they flood a market and they dominate it, they're going to go to a different market and try to dominate it.
True that. My good sir.
They already did. They did it with Lionsgate.
That's it. We do it together.
What are you talking about?
They already did it. They did it with Lionsgate.
Howard the
It
Duck?
is- No, just adult stuff
Oh.
with horror stuff. They did it with Lionsgate. They just developed a whole new company for it.
Like Mortal Kombat's New Line Cinema, but New Line Cinema's still Time Warner. Ninja Turtles was
Damn it.
same thing, New Line Cinema.
Okay.
I don't know if that Pizza Hut commercial was New Line Cinema though. But yeah, I think like if anything, the only thing that they've been hitting at with you know, Winter Soldier is Armor Wars. Like I feel
Yeah.
more of an Armor Wars situation there.
I mean, Don Cheadle was in that.
Well, I mean
He
the
was
ending,
in it.
the teaser at the end too. But yeah, Don Cheadle being in it definitely helps. I'm out. Pokemon, you gotta catch you, it's you and me. I know it's your best friend, Pokemon. Ooh, you're my best friends in a world we must defend. I'm out. Thought I couldn't defend it, so you had to go.
You gotta wait for the Avengers. They're gonna show up later.
In a world they must defend. Tony Stark is gonna catch 'em, it's you and me. Papa's gonna mess up his company.
They really hit us with some real shit.
She
back
gave
then.
away all his tech, and now the world can't be defended.
We got Wakanda now, so we don't have to worry about
That's
it.
true.
You can put a special order in. Hey, make my man Sam a Captain America outfit.
They did.
Exactly.
And then that was it. Money in the bank. Shorty what you drank.
It's one of those. Sometimes characters are like best left to be side characters. You bring them into the mainstream, and that whole niche thing anymore.
That's a good, really good point.
Oh, it's like now that you're on the fold of the mainstream, now you need a Squirrel Girl because you're not Squirrel Girl anymore. Now you're the hot shit. You become the hot shit.
I mean, isn't Disney supposed to do Dragon Ball Z movie too?
I hadn't heard anything about that.
I forgot who. I feel no. Some big companies doing the Dragon Ball Z movie, like a live action. I could have swear it was Disney. Like there was some news about it like a while ago.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about that.
I don't know. I have a hard time pushing through that sometimes.
Oof.
Grab the ledge. Why?
Yes! I almost died at some, whatever, 70%.
Oh, wow.
Stay alive.
Time.
I did an up B and just
Had
went
to try for the
right
poke.
up over the top. Right after I recovered. That was right after I spawned. So silly. So silly.
Silly Billy.
Hot damn. All right.
Living in the city. All right. Well, that is a wrap.
That's a wrap.
It is officially pizza time.
Gotta get outside.